Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to be showing you the best configuration settings you can use while playing Apex Legends to give yourself a huge FPS boost and to just increase the overall performance of your game. So let's get straight into it, and before we jump into Apex Legends, we're going to optimize some settings on our computer, as this can make a big difference when it comes to the performance of your game. Now, I like to start by creating a restore point on my computer, and I suggest you do the same, and that way if you don't like any of the settings, we can easily revert back to our default settings. So head over to the Start menu and search for Create a Restore Point. Then select the Create a Restore Point tab. Come down to the bottom here where it says Create a Restore Point right now. And then we just need to give it a name. I'm going to call it Apex, and then press Create. Once we've created our restore point, we can close out of this window, and we're going to get straight into it by coming over to the Start menu and searching for Settings. Then tap on the Settings icon, and inside of here come over to the Gaming tab on the left, inside of Game Bar, and you want to disable this game bar at the top here. Then you can come back into the Gaming tab inside of Game Mode, and we want to make sure Game Mode is enabled, as this is going to automatically apply some enhancements to improve our overall gaming experience. Then come over to the System tab from the left, come inside of Display, all the way down into Graphics. And then from this list of applications in the bottom here, we need to select Apex Legends, click on Options, and we need to make sure this is set to High Performance, and we can press Save. If you don't have Apex Legends in this list here, you simply need to add it to the list by selecting Browse, and we can find the application by coming into our C drive. Inside of Program Files x86, inside of the Steam folder, come all the way down to Steam Apps, inside of Common, and you should see a folder called Apex Legends, and then we can just come down to the R5 Apex, and we can add the application by double-clicking on that. As you can see, because I already have mine added to this list, it's not going to let me add it twice. Then we can close out of this window. And next thing you're going to do is come back to the Start menu and search for Run. Tap on the Run icon. Then inside of here we need to type in System Properties Advanced, and then hit the Enter key. Inside of the Performance section, click on Settings, and we're going to custom select our settings, and you need to create your list exactly like you see on the screen here. So all of the options should be disabled, apart from animations in the taskbar, save taskbar thumbnail previews, show thumbnails instead of icons, show window contents while dragging, and smooth edges on screen fonts. Everything else can be disabled, and then we can just press Apply and OK to save those changes. And we're going to head out of this window, then head back over to the Start menu and search for Run. Tap on the Run icon, and this time we're going to type in msconfig and hit Enter. Come over to the Services tab, then select Hide All Microsoft Services at the bottom here. And we're just going to go ahead and press Disable All. Come inside of Startup, select Open Task Manager. Then come over to the Startup Apps tab, and to improve the performance of our computer, we're going to disable any applications we don't need starting up when we first launch our computer. So I already have most of mine disabled, but to disable an application we just simply right click on it and then select Disable. You can then head out of this window, and the last setting we're going to change with inside of Windows is head over to your Start menu and search for Control Panel, tap on Control Panel icon, and then make sure View By is set to Large Icons. Come down to Power Options, and from here we're going to make sure High Performance is selected, and then we can head out of this application, and now we're going to load up the Steam app. Once you've launched up Steam, you'll need to come over to the Library tab, find Apex Legends from the list and right-click, come into Properties, then inside of the General tab you should see an option for Launch Options. We're just going to type inside of here the plus symbol FPS _max space 0 hyphen no vid. And this is just basically going to uncap your FPS, and it's going to skip the intro video on launch up. We can then exit out of here to save those changes, and we're now going to come and launch up Apex Legends. So the settings that we change inside of here are going to be where we find the most noticeable changes. We need to come to the Settings menu by pressing Escape key on your keyboard, come over to Settings, and then come over to the Video tab. Inside of here, the first thing you'll see is Display Mode. Now it's super important we have this set to full screen, and then beneath that you have Aspect Ratio and Resolution. These should be set to your screen resolution size, and it's important they both have native next to them. These options here are all down to personal preference, so you can just have a play around with them. Then scroll down to VSync, and we want to disable this. For NVIDIA Reflex, if you have a NVIDIA GPU, you should have this set to enabled. But if you have a really low-end computer, we probably want to set this to enabled plus boost. If you don't have a NVIDIA GPU, then obviously you won't have this option available. Anti-aliasing we want to turn off. Texture streaming budget should be set to either low or very low, especially if you're on a low-end computer, but do note that by lowering this, it's also going to lower the look of your game. Texture filtering isn't going to change the game too much, but I like to have this set to bilinear. Ambient occlusion we want to disable. Sun shadow coverage and sun shadow detail, these both need to be set to low. Spot shadow detail, I just keep mine at high. Volumetric lighting and dynamic spot shadows we can both disable. And then all of the bottom settings down here, we're going to change all of these to low. And then you need to press apply at the bottom here to save all of your changes. And there we have it, guys. By following all of these steps, that should have given you a nice little performance and FPS boost. If this video did help you, I'd greatly appreciate it if you could drop me a like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next video.